Welcome back, everybody. This is Michaelis86 here with another Let's Play of the Secret Monkey Island. It's been a little bit since I've last recorded, and so let's see if I can remember. This is part 7. Last time I ended up making the mistakes of saying it was part 3, part 4, but I ended up getting it straight now. It's part 7, this one. So we're coming back here. Let's open up this door.
I think I'll knock. It'd only be polite.
What do you want, you wimpy little spineless maggot?
You calling me a spineless maggot?
Could you train me to be better than the Swordmaster?
Better than the Swordmaster? You? You could never be half the sword fighter Carla is. Even with hours of hard work and sweat and blood. I remember fighting side by side with Carla at Port Royal. The local constabulary had us cornered. It looked like we were done for, but then she said... But I digress. You just don't have what it takes.
I do so have what it takes.
You do not.
This is really...
I do so.
You do not.
This part of it, you just have to keep on saying, I do so until he agrees.
I like your spirit. I'll do what I can. Of course, it'll cost you. What do you got?
Now, I've done this part of it right here. I figured,
you'd do it for free.
I did it for
Well, you figured wrong.
a little bit,
What
but
else have you got?
I don't know if you keep on doing it, he will do it for free. But
Well, you figured wrong.
I just got tired
What else have you got?
of doing it, so I just went and
Well, I
paid him
got
the
30
30 pieces of 8.
Say no more, say no more. Let's see your sword.
Okay, check it out.
Yes, this is a nice one. Let's get to it. Okay, you maggot. Why don't you whip that sword out and let's see what you can do with it. Boy, you fight like a dairy farmer. I usually don't waste my time with vermin like yourself. But seeing as this LeChuck thing has put a cramp on business, I got no choice. I need the money. Yes, I can see this is gonna take some special measures. Just want you to know, I don't do this with everyone. It's only because I feel that special student-mentor pieces of 8 bonding that I'm going to these lengths. I'm gonna put you up against the machine.
The machine? Is this gonna hurt?
Oh no, the machine. I'm afraid. Oh shoot, look how dangerous it
Yikes.
looks.
Come at me. Don't be afraid, you won't hurt me. No! Beat first, then lunge. Use your forte against the foible. Distance, distance! Advance, thrust, recover, parry, repulse. No! Beat first, then lunge.
Hours later.
You're starting to get the hang of it.
More hours later.
Not bad. You've got good form. Now I'm gonna let you in on the true secret of sword fighting. Sword fighting is kind of like making love. It's not always what you do, but what you say. Any fool pirate can swing a sharp piece of metal around and hope to cut something. But the pros, they know just when to cut their opponent with an insult. One that catches them off guard. You see, kid, your wit's gotta be twice as sharp as your sword. Let's try a couple of insults out, shall we? Okay, imagine this. We're fighting up a storm. Just like Carla and I were doing at Port Royal. There's a sudden break in the fighting, and I say to you, you fight like a dairy farmer. You respond with?
You must be thinking of someone else. I am not a farmer.
I can see we've got a lot of work to do here. You should have responded with something like, how appropriate. You fight like a cow. You see, it's razor-sharp wit like that that wins fights. Let's try another. Imagine this. You're trapped up against a wall.
Oh, I don't know what I did there.
My sword just slashed 2 cuts into your face. I say, soon you'll be wearing my sword like a shish kebab. You respond with?
So's your mother.
I can see we're in deep trouble here. A correct response to, soon you'll be wearing my sword like a shish kebab, would have been something like, first, you better stop waving it around like a feather duster. See? Razor sharp. Now, I suggest you go out there and learn some insults.
I can't help but feel like I've been ripped off. I'm sure you're feeling something similar.
So here's this is the part of the video that'll take the longest. Well, part of the gameplay. Because now we get to go fight, and these are the pirates that we'll fight, that we'll learn those insults from. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Here we go.
Move out of the way, or I cuts
My way through. Now these first
My name is
few
Streetwood.
fights we'll end up losing because we're learning all the different.
Boy, are you ugly.
All the
What's
different
the matter?
insults.
Just get out of sword fighting class. I'm not gonna take your insolence sitting down.
First, you'd better stop waving it like a feather duster.
I've heard you were a contemptible snake.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow. I give up. You win.
I may end up just cutting after I get all this,
Stopping a pirate can be dangerous to your health.
cutting these parts out. So basically, it is you're just gonna
My
fight all
name
these
is
different
Guybrush
pirates
Threepwood.
until you.
Prepare to die.
Do you have all the insults needed to win against the?
I've heard you were a
Sorry about
contemptible
that.
sneak.
Against the sword master. So
Too bad no one's ever heard of you at all. I'm not gonna take your insolence sitting down.
Too bad no one's ever heard of you at all.
I've heard you were a contemptible sneak.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow. Look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
alright, people. Now after all those fights, we can finally go and see if we can fight the sword master. I think this will be the first time we even met the sword master, so we'll have to go through a little bit. I've just been fighting, trying to get all these fighting terms out. Let's walk up to this sword master.
How dare you approach the sword master without permission? Which I surely didn't give you.
Didn't give you.
I beg your pardon. I must talk to you.
I doubt that. Everyone who comes here is prepared to fight. Let's be honest. You're here to prove yourself to the pirate leaders in hopes of one day being as immoral as they are.
Yep. Nailed it right on the head. Gee,
You're smart.
I can tell by the sarcastic expression on your face that you've been fully trained by Captain Smirk. Let's get this over with. I usually see people like you passed out on tavern floors.
And I've got a little tip for you. Get the point?
You are a pain in the backside, sir.
That's the hemorrhoid.
Your hemorrhoids are flaring up again, huh?
My tongue is sharper than any sword.
First, you'd better stop weighting it like a feather duster.
My sword is famous all over the Caribbean.
Too bad no one's ever heard of you at all.
There are no clever moves that can help you now.
Why? Did you want to borrow one?
I hope you have a boat ready for a quick escape.
Why? Did you want to borrow one?
One more.
My wisest enemies run away
No, I
at the
don't know
first
this
sight of
one.
me.
I hope now you've learned to stop picking your nose.
I will milk every
there we
drop
go.
of blood from
That's
your
what I
body.
needed.
How appropriate! You fight
Fight
like a cow.
I give up. You win. Well, I hope you're happy. You can go back and brag to all your friends about how you beat the Sword Master. You'll need proof. Here, this should convince them.
Okay, there we go, everybody. We beat the Sword Master. It takes 5 times you making comebacks to win. If you can't make the 5, then you lose. So this is where we're going to stop. We'll see you all guys later, and have a good day.